Alright, start of week 5, and we are still in a cold spell here, so we are going to go hit the rec center. I'm going to go pick up my daughter's friend on the way, and they're going to go spend a couple hours at the swimming pool while I hit the treadmill. It's not the best way to train, but it's really cold outside, and I also like to keep my daughter busy today because my wife and son are down south ski racing. So she needs to keep active as well, so that's our plan for the afternoon. Probably end it off with a little bit of pizza, and then I'll come home and probably prep some meals for later this week. That should enable me to have a couple longer runs after work and still have some food ready for
All right, week 5, Monday afternoon, and I am heading home. I am running this time, and it's great. It's good to be outside and off that treadmill. It's cold, minus 21 and minus 29 with wind. The only problem is my glasses keep fogging up, which is less than great, but it's still really nice to be outside. The sky's blue. The crunchiness of the snow is really nice to hear, and just happy to be back outside. So it's week 5. I'm outside. It is cold out, minus 34 degrees. Still way better than last week when it was minus 40, minus 45. So I'm back outside, walking to work, going to run home. Yesterday got 7K in on the way home. I'm going to try it for, again, 7 to 10, depending on how much time I have. So it's good to be back outside, and remembering why I like to trail run. Being outside is way better than being on a treadmill.
So I thought I would show you what I've been wearing outside this week during my runs, give you an idea what I do. So I start off with shoes. These are Solomon Spike Cross. There's a couple other makers out there with similar type shoes. They just have small little spikes on them to kind of keep you, micro spikes to keep you from slipping all over the place. And they're a little bit less breathable, so they kind of keep your feet dry and a little warmer. Top of that, I will throw some light ski socks in. I have lots of ski socks, so these are light merino wool. I like these ones when it's really cold out because they kind of go up the calf muscle, up your calf muscle, keep it warm. Plus, I don't wear winter tights, so to speak, like full-on tights. So sometimes you'll get a cold breeze up your leg or some snow in there. So this just prevents that. It's a nice, simple thing. For my legs, I have a simple soft shell pant. It's, I can run 20K in these, and it's not a big deal. I wouldn't want to run 40 or 50K in these, I don't think. Kind of uncomfortable, but they cut the wind, they're a little bit warmer, and they got a durable kind of water repellent finish. They're not waterproof, but they are pretty good for winter. It's not usually raining in the winter time. If it's really cold, so minus 25 to minus 30, I will throw in a merino wool kind of tight or long underwear, just as a little extra warmth. Between the two of them, minus 30, not a problem this week, and I've been warm on my legs, especially once you start moving. For my core, my upper body, I use just a merino wool base layer. I have a few of these of different kind of thicknesses, so of course the thicker for warmer days. Occasionally I will throw in just a simple t-shirt, again merino wool, just to a little extra warmth.
you know, 1 or 2 of these, usually minus 25 is pretty good for your base layer. They're pretty warm still, even when you start to sweat, so that's why I use them. And they kind of don't hold any kind of smell from sweat, so that's just a bonus. On top of the base layer, just a simple soft shell. This is my go-to. It breaks the wind if it's just a few kilometers an hour as far as wind goes, and it's got a little bit of a durable water repellent finish for the snow. It's not it's starting to wear out. This has been around for a while. On top of it, it's got kind of the thumb holes. It just kind of keeps the sleeve in place, so if you're wearing bigger mitts, they kind of go over top, and it just kind of keeps your wrist from getting cold. It's a simple feature. For my face, just a buff, just a thin buff. I just use it to break the wind, and that's it. It's nothing fancy. Maybe because I got the beard and I don't need much more than that. And then just a winter hat, or toque as we call it in Canada. So it's nothing fancy, just anything to keep your head warm, your ears warm, whatever is comfortable. On top of that soft shell, if it's really windy or really cold, I will throw another layer on. And this is kind of a light Gore-Tex. It really cuts the wind, and I have a hood on it. So surprisingly, you know, the last couple of years I've used the hood a lot more than I had in the past, and I find it really adds a lot of warmth, especially when I'm running through the river valley or in the mountains in the winter time and the wind comes up. This just makes so much more comfortable. I don't usually like running with the hood because I don't like the sound. It makes the rustling sound on my ears, but when you're cold, it's worth it. Kind of a must-have, and I would always have one of these if I'm running in the mountains in my pack. Probably something a little lighter than this, but this is really good for the winter. As far as my hands go, usually my go-to in, like, you know, below 0 to say minus 15 are just these light cross-country ski mitts. They're kind of a claw mitt, not a full-on glove, but I could fit my cell phone in with my hand if I need to. If I go on a longer run, my cell phone will die, just can't handle the cold, and I still need to be around in case my kids call or my wife or etc. So keeps it warm. It allows me to have that as an extra device. If it gets really cold, like it has this week, I've been breaking out the bigger downfill mitts. Again, I can throw my cell phone in here and it stays warm. My hands are really warm. Nice bonus. If I'm looking for a lot of extra warmth, I will take out the hand warmers. They have similar toe warmers that I will occasionally stick in my shoes. And that's it. Most of the week I've been running home from work, so I have a backpack with me to carry just miscellaneous items. So I have just a light downfilled or a puffy jacket that just folds into almost nothing. It's super light. I haven't had to use it for running, but it works well for kind of an emergency thing in case I, you know, get hurt and I need to walk. As soon as you have to stop, you're going to get cold. So just a nice to have. And that's it. This is what I basically bring every day. Various like versions, maybe different makes of it, but that's it. And hope you enjoy your cold weather running as this polar vortex hits most of North America. So it's Tuesday afternoon. I'm heading home. I warmed up more than was forecasted, so it's about minus 17 without wind. So I'll just try to stay out of the wind as much as I can, and it should be an enjoyable run home. Hope to get somewhere between 7 to 10 kilometers in, which is a really good start for the week. I'm just wrapping up my run. It's about 8.5 kilometers, a little shorter than I thought. Slightly different route than normal, and I kind of overestimated what I thought it would be, but it was still a good run. Glad I'm able to get outside, although it's minus 25 with wind chill. It's significantly better than it has been, and it's just good to be out. Well, it's Wednesday afternoon. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it is much nicer, beautiful day. It is minus 16, and normally that would be kind of average for this time of year, but right now it feels really warm, especially compared to the minus 40s we had last week. Hopefully we'll get in at least 10K today, make for a great end to the day. Alright, I just finished my run and I timed it just right. The sun is almost down and the temperature's dropping with it. I got about 12K in, so that was a little bit better than I expected. I took a trail that I haven't done in a long time, so that was really nice as well. Saw something new for a change, and saw a nice view from a bridge I haven't been across in many months. Great end to the day, and I hope the next couple days are as good. And then I hope to head out to the mountains. Right, end of the week. We're back on the mountain, which feels really good. It's still a little bit cold, about minus 18 today to start with. Hoping it warms up, but it's good to be back on the mountain. The kids will be ski training today, so that will keep them busy. I think I might have to ski with my daughter because I'm not sure if she has a coach today, so I might give her a little bit of coaching on some of the race course runs. But other than that, we're just going to try to keep warm and have a good end to the week. All right, it's the end of week 5, Saturday afternoon. I'm going to go for a short run, 5-10K, work off a chill that I seem to have got on the afternoon of skiing. I got back, I just feel cold, so I'm hoping this run loosens me up, go get a little warmed up, and then head back, have something to eat. Looks like it's a good end to the week. It's finally starting to warm up, and hopefully next week's even better.